Hey yo, what's going on with the viewers of the tube? Tyler here, Chico Crypto, coming to you guys not live once again, but a candid video out in nature. And the markets, they are hot, especially altcoins. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're up, about 5%, just the average amount. But altcoins, over 24 hours, we have some that are up over 20%, 30%. And you get on to page 2, 3 of CoinGecko, I mean, there's some that are rocketing up with the lower liquidity. It takes, a lot less liquidity to get those up a little bit more than the coins on page 1. So in today's video, as you saw from the thumbnail, the bull run isn't over. I've been saying that for a long freaking time, that this bull run was far from over. The big crash we had from the 64K down into the low 30Ks, 29K, that was the great bear trap of 2021. That was a lot of the elite, the rich people, figuring that they missed out on this run and the markets got way too hot. So they're like, well, let's crash it. Let's crash it down and let us buy in at those lower numbers, those 29K, 30K. Because if you guys didn't know, that is where Elon Musk and a lot of these larger institutional buyers, they first got in. And then the news of them getting in at those levels, Tesla, and now we've learned SpaceX, that kind of stuff circles within those groups. Those groups aren't, that big. The rich know the rich. So when they found out, Elon Musk and Tesla, SpaceX, they were able to get in at 30K and it pumped all the way to 64K. They doubled their money in a couple months. They're like, whoa, we need to get in. And that's what happened. They were able to get in because the elite, the powerful, they control markets. They control Wall Street. So controlling cryptocurrency is a tad bit easier than, controlling a large stock like Apple. And that's what we saw, in my opinion, was institutional buyers. They forced down the prices into, more friendly buy zones, and they scooped them up. And we saw that, not necessarily seeing it from who it is, but we saw some big institutional buyers like ARK Invest, putting in a lot of money into GBTC. Of course, we can't see, Kathy Wood of ARK Invest, her personal buys, but I'm sure she scooped up a lot of cryptocurrency, a lot of Bitcoin at those lower levels. So now, the second part of my thumbnail was really smart money is buying these coins. So the last run, we had a really freaking weird run where it was, good cryptocurrencies pumping, but then all these freaking dog meme coins were the ones stealing the show. That isn't going to happen again. Elon Musk and his, Dogecoin type pump isn't going to happen again. Smart money is going to be buying the good cryptocurrencies, the ones that have, long-term value for long-term use cases. And today we're going to talk about a few of mine. So number one, I see this coming, is for Kusama. Kusama already really had a good, nice pump, but it's going to continue as more parachain auctions go and as the liquidity squeeze starts to tighten. As of right now, we've had, I think, 5 to 10 parachain auctions on Kusama. We're going to really start to see the liquidity squeeze happen with Kusama, probably around, I would say, 40 to 50 parachain auctions, as a lot of that Kusama is locked up in these, auctions. And all the Kusama, if it's locked up in these auctions and it's not moving, that means it's not on the exchanges. So just a little bit of a buy is going to be able to push up the price a lot more than if all the coins were circulating. And also, Kusama has one of the nicer, token designs in the space because of the parachain auctions and because of the staking. Kusama staking and bonding is pretty dang simple. If you haven't, done it yourself, I think I have a video. Just search Kusama staking chicocrypto and you'll be able to find that. But that is, the token design has created a very friendly environment for Kusama. Now, this ties into another cryptocurrency, the big brother of Kusama, Polkadot. So if you didn't know, Kusama is actually the canary network of Polkadot. It's where, you know, a lot of the features and functions are going to be tested on before they go over to Polkadot. So now that we've had these successful parachain auctions here on Kusama, guess what? They see success. Now it's going to happen over on Polkadot. So I do see Polkadot having a surge. You know, we've seen some of the other larger cryptocurrencies that, you know, are basically the backbone for a lot of these dApps. Even Ethereum can connect to them, like almost like a internet layer beyond, you know, just one single blockchain. It's going to happen for Polkadot, as we've seen. Cardano, you know, which doesn't even have, you know, smart contracts or anything, is pumping like mad. Polkadot has had, you know, more complex smart contracts, has the ability for smart contracts. I mean, you wouldn't be able to run a parachain auction if you didn't have smart contracts. So once the parachains are officially announced for Polkadot, oh baby, it is going to surge. But that leads me into another cryptocurrency that's kind of tied. I mean, you could call it the little big brother, the energy brother of the Polkadot Kusama ecosystem, and that is the Energy Web chain. You guys, I have been so supportive of Energy Web for almost a year now, maybe a little bit more than a year. Little less. Energy Web, you know, is creating their own relay chain. So Kusama is its own relay chain. Polkadot is its own relay chain, and they can have parachains that build on top of them, you know. And that's what I say, like a backbone internet layer. Each of these are, and they can actually, relay chains can connect to other relay chains. So Polkadot and Kusama can connect to each other. Energy Web, as its own relay chain, can actually connect to Kusama and Polkadot as well. You know, opening up liquidity beyond those ecosystems and just, you know, staying siloed. That's how Polkadot, Kusama, and this ecosystem was created. They didn't want to create silos. They wanted to create interoperable ecosystems that have their own parachains. So the scalability of, you know, these dApps, applications, parachains don't affect, you know, Kusama if it's built on Polkadot. Or if it's built on Energy Web, it doesn't affect, you know, the scalability of Polkadot or Kusama. So Energy Web is going to have their own parachains on it. It's going to have energy parachains. And the reason I'm getting super excited about Energy Web is what it has to do with, you know, the green mining of Bitcoin. So Argo, which is part of the Crypto Climate Accord, which Energy Web, Rocky Mountain Institute initiated, you know, to bring sustainability, green, to the crypto industry, just like the Paris Climate Accord, by 2025, 2030. I can't remember the exact date, but that is going to be coming here soon. And actually, you know, as Elon Musk said, he doesn't want to get involved with Bitcoin until, you know, it's official that Bitcoin is going green. Well, Argo announced that they are going to be testing the green hash rate here very soon, by the end of this summer. So we're going to be seeing a green Bitcoin hash rate coming, and that is massive for Energy Web, you guys. I mean, beyond massive. Energy Web is probably the most undervalued cryptocurrency. It should be in the top 100. Eventually it's going to be in the top 10. Yeah, I'm scooping up Energy Web. And now the final cryptocurrency I want to talk about today is Unibright. Baseline protocol. I've talked about that on multiple occasions. It's a protocol that's basically helping enterprises connect their data to the Ethereum mainnet. So as of right now, speaking of silos, enterprises and their data and their operations are siloed against other, you know, operations, when there should be interoperability. The reason there's these silos is because the information is private and they really can't have, you know, full data, how much they paid for this, public to their competitor. But it would be nice if they could connect to, you know, their supplier, you know, and tell them, you know, we need this, without exposing that sensitive data. Well, here's where the baseline protocol comes in. And Unibright is one of the biggest pieces of not necessarily the Baseline protocol. Baseline protocol is open source. They're part of the base ledger, which is one of the biggest pieces built on top from the Baseline protocol. And the base ledger is coming in hot within the next month and a half. There is going to be ETH Atlanta, where there's a massive hackathon going down for the Baseline base ledger, which includes Unibright, and Provide, and a few other, top names in the space. What's going to be built, what's going to be announced pre this is massive. We've had Kyle Thomas of Provide saying that they are going to be releasing production of the base ledger just before the hackathon. So being able to build fully on top of a ready solution for these devs is going to be massive. And production, it's not just a small little thing. The base ledger and the Baseline protocol is working with top names in the space. We know Kona Coke One of North America. We know Microsoft is involved. We know Ernst & Young is involved. And that's only a fraction of what we know. Supposedly there's even more enterprises that are building and going to be building with the Baseline and Baseline base ledger. So 2021, the end of it, 2022 is going to be friendly to each one of these cryptocurrencies. There's a good models for each of them. Energy Web is coming out with their staking. You can already stake and bond with Kusama. You can stake with Polkadot and bond with Polkadot. And with Unibright, you're going to actually be able to do this as well. Unibright is also moving into the DeFi, enterprise DeFi space with free equity. Once we get news of how that's going to work with some of these enterprises, Coke One, we're probably going to get the first information. I could see Unibright surging just as far, maybe even farther than Energy Web in the short term. It's going to be great to enterprise cryptos because people are over the dog coins. The dog coins, the meme coins, it was just a small little hype run that was really pushed by Elon Musk, but now we are ready for the real in cryptocurrency. So you guys, this was Tyler Swope, Chico Crypto, doing a candid video, and I'm signing off. Cheers. I'll see you next time.